to show you something that not a lot of people talk about. It's like the most important part of the boat, because without these, the motor doesn't work, the electronics doesn't work, the live wells don't work. Literally nothing in the boat works without these. That is my batteries. X2 AGM. I got 3 of them, 27 series in my boat. That's what I run my boat on. I was gonna go with lithium, but ended up going with the AGM because actually a little bit of extra added weight helps to make my boat run just a little bit smoother. But yeah, I just have to say that every now and again. Like, it's one of those things that X2 is one of the people who supports this channel, but sometimes it's hard to articulate just how important those batteries are to actually keep everything going. So yeah, we got the boat loaded up now though, heading towards the lake. Gonna go get us a drink, and not an alcoholic drink, like a normal, like a fountain drink, and then we're going to the lake. Whew. Lord of mercy, I worked hard for that fish. Look how white this fish is. Lord of mercy. Well, boys and girls, I'll be totally honest. I have been fishing now for, let's see, 3 hours, and that is the first bite of the day that I put into the boat. It has been tough, to say the least. So I was flipping just a little bitty pit boss there. Got some chartreuse on the tails, make it look more like a bluegill. But yeah, that's the first bite of the day. Like I said, it has been very, very tough. You hear a lot of people say, you know, focus on the backs of the creeks. Well, what I like to focus on is where a creek bottlenecks down and then dumps back out into like the main lake. And so I'm way back in a creek, quote unquote, but I'm not actually in the creek portion of it. I'm where it bottlenecks down and dumps out into the main lake. And this is kind of like the first stopping point for some of these fish. Is this little area. It's just a point. Got the creek running in here, and there's current pushing in here, and these fish are sitting up in here eating things that drop by them. But yeah, first bite, pretty good. Have to keep on keeping on, but that's an encouraging sign for me. Tags instead of and replace them with the cigarettes. God dang, what a bite! That's a big one. Oh God, that was a cool bite. Golly, that was a freaking wicked bite. Dude, shamooed it. I mean, come completely out of that mat and shamooed that thing. That was the coolest frog bite I've got all year right there. Shoo! Yeah, dude, I got him in my hand right now. Yeah. I don't know, like 2.5 pounds. Dude, that fish came completely out of the water for that thing. Oh. Well, guys, there's bite number 2 for today. Solid little 2.5 pounder on the frog. That honestly was the best frog bite that I've had all year long. And I mean, freaking stuck him because he ate it good. He come completely out of the water for that thing. God, that was fun. Get out here, dude. Heck yeah. Whew. So that was bite number 2 of the day. It's tough out here. It's fall fishing. I'm having to do a little bit of everything to get them to bite. So one flipping, one on a frog. We're gonna keep piecing this thing together. Essentially, I'm going to cover this whole entire lake for the rest of the day. It's not a very big lake. I can cover it in about 4 hours. I mean, not every single thing, but enough of it to know whether I can get some bites or not in some certain areas. So I'm gonna hit some high percentage key areas and just keep running, and piece together a little fall fishing extravaganza here and just keep having some fun. So That frog bite though, yeah, that's the juice right there. Wind's blowing now, which is good. Means there should be a little bit of a reactionary style bite start to kick up here before too long. All right, well, number 3 of the day on the buzz bait. Literally, like, man, this is like fall fishing in a freaking nutshell right here. Like, pick up everything that should work, lay it on the deck of the boat, and go run, and do a whole bunch of different things until you figure out a little bit of a bite. Well, this is definitely as fall fishing as it gets right here. Running, gunning, not locking any one thing in your hand. I mean, I've caught a fish, a buzz bait, a frog, and a flipping bait today. And I got a feeling before the end of the day, I'm probably going to catch them on something else, especially if I go kind of check out this one bite that I want to check out here in just a second. And yeah, that's the kind of deal about this time of year. I think a lot of people get this idea in their head like, oh, all the shad have moved to the back of the pockets and that's where all the bass are going to be. That's not necessarily always the truth. You know, these fish are everywhere, doing everything, especially since the water temperature is still in the mid to high 60s. I mean, I saw 68 today. And so, yeah, these fish may be doing kind of fall-y kind of stuff and getting ready for fall to be here and winter to be here and chasing bait and things. But with the water temperatures as high as they still are, there's still a lot of fish that are everywhere. And so being able to be a little bit more diverse during the day can be the difference between getting bites and not. And so this is fun though. I enjoy these types of bites, these types of lakes, these kind of run, gun, have a little bit of everything on the deck of the boat and go catch them. It's kind of fits my style. So junk fishing, fall junk fishing is what this is. So yeah, we'll keep the buzz bait in our hand for a few minutes, see if we can piece a few more together with that. And then we're gonna go try to get on this one bite that I hope works, because if it does, it's gonna be fun for a few minutes and just be another bait to add to today's list of baits that we caught them on. Here we go. Oh, dadjimmit. There was one. Came off though. That was a good bite. There we go. Bingo. There you go, guys. That's funny. Well, that's 2 bites doing that, so that's pretty good. That's the most bites that I've got in a row doing something. I mean, can't really count a fish following a buzzbait a bite, but I did have 2 fish follow the buzzbait. When I had 2 bites on the flipping bait too, the first one I didn't really count because, I don't know, he bit it and I whacked him and had him hooked for all of about a half of a second. But yeah, a little crankbait action there. So frogfish, flipping fish, buzzbait fish, medium diving crankbait fish. They are everywhere. Junk fishing. And now I'm in a tree. Well, there's 2 bites on a crankbait, so that's just another bait to add to the list. So as of right now, I have a crankbait, a frog, a flipping bait, a bladed jig, which I've not caught a fish on yet. I'm really surprised by that, and a buzzbait. And I've caught fish on 4 of those 5 things, so it's fun. We're gonna keep running some stuff here though. There's, like I said, hit high percentage areas. That's kind of the goal of today, is just hit as many high percentage areas as I can, get as many bites as I can, and just figure out kind of this bite, which I think the bite, again, is just simply junk fishing. And so we're gonna keep on junk fishing and see if we can put some more fish in the boat. But yeah, putting the puzzle together. Got that. Well, there's another one. A little bitty, but another one flipping. Flipped the backside of that tree and he donked it. There's another one. It's the best one of the day. Wood. Another bite on wood. There's just a pile of it right there. Hopefully you guys can see it. Just a pile of wood right there on the bottom. And he ate. You know what's funny is this is one of those situations during fall fishing that there's a bunch of bluegills moved up in here, and I'm flipping something that looks like a little bluegill, and these fish are eating it because these fish probably aren't as focused in on the shad. You know, everybody talks shad. These fish are focused in on bluegills and eating the bluegills that are up here. So this interesting observation, flipping wood with something that looks like a bluegill with this many bluegill up in here, and fish happen to be eating bluegills. They bite things that look like bluegills. I'll flip back in there one more time though, just in case. So here's what I'm throwing or flipping. It's a Pit Boss. This is the Skeets Green Money. It's actually like a really good looking little color. It looks like a bluegill when you put it in the water. And then what I am doing is I'm taking this chartreuse dye pen and I'm marking up the tails on this thing to make it look more like a bluegill. So I will link these down below. I'll link rod, reel, everything that I've thrown today, as well as this dye pen, so you guys can go pick you one up. The dye is much better than the jar, or the pen is much better than the jar, because you don't have to worry about the jar exploding all in your boat. Also, the precision that you have with the pen is also a heck of a lot better. So yeah, go with pen. Ditch the jar, go with the pen. Not as bright, but it's good still. It's good still. So I got that bite right chair. We'll see if there's a bite on this other side. And also I'm going to get that jig out of that tree, because whoever put that thing up there, they may have not been able to get it, but old Alex is going to get it. I don't know what that is. Ooh, chatterbait. That is a freaking jackhammer. Are you kidding me right now? No way. No way, no way, no way, no way. Yep. That is a freaking jackhammer. It's a 3/8 ounce jackhammer. Man, whoever left that hanging in that tree has either got too much money or just lazy or something. The freaking thing is hanging right there. Look at the persimmon. Oh, it's a persimmon tree. Look at the persimmons. I didn't notice that either. I'm very observant today. Those are big, healthy persimmons. Lord mercy, I bet them things taste good. But there you go. A literal I mean, that's a brand new jackhammer. I guess somebody just broke it off, and I mean, like, they broke that off within the day. Like, it's not old at all. Well, free jackhammer. Here's a free $16 bait. Oh, I love it. That's a good one. Or not. Oh, deadly Nedley. I literally stopped on this point because I knew there ought to be a few here. Hopefully there's a bunch, because normally when there's one, there's like 25 that size. So there's one on the old deadly Nedley. This is actually the little super trooper. If you're not checked this one out, it's pretty cool. Got little bitty flanges on it. The tails kick real hard. You let it drop. So little super trooper is the deal there. Yeah, right before dark. There's another one. He's just fighting with his mouth open. Little bitty cookie cutter, man. It's funny how they stack up here. I mean, they must be eating crawdads because they're smoking this thing. Like, yes. Answer. Answer. Hey, what you doing? I'm standing here catching some fish. I've found them stacked up on a point, and I've caught 3 in a row so far. Yeah, they ain't big, but they're fun. It's funny, I told you, they're all that size too. This dock gets loaded with them. Yeah, guys, that's what happened today. I had fun. Hopefully you had fun. A little bit of junk fishing, a little bit of just getting out here and enjoying some absolutely beautiful weather more than anything, to be honest with you guys. Today was a beautiful day, and I'm grateful to have been able to make this video for you guys. I'm grateful that you clicked on it and grateful that you watched it. Make sure to go down in the description, check out all that gear I talked about. Using those Tackle Warehouse links, they really do help me out. They help to keep this channel moving forward. And yeah, as always, you guys are sweet. Thank you for watching.